Hello. I feel like an Elvis impersonator in drag or something. I don't know what I'm giving, but I'm obsessed with it. Like, so we're in our short hair phase right now, and I'm having a blast playing. When I decided I was like gonna get into short hair, I was like, I said to D Training Bear, D, we need different colors, we need different cuts, we need different fantasies. And so D came up, D came up with this, and like I make him play with it and do different things with it. But I kind of wanted to do this like, yeah, I'm like obsessed. I'm like this a bird of paradise or something. I don't know. I'm like obsessed with this George. We could do all kinds of stuff, but right now we're giving this like, what is she giving? What is she giving? Give me that blouse. It's actually, girl, you can get, so I'm a high-low girl. This is an applique I would show you. So this is an applique I got on Amazon. If you just put in like, what is it? What did I put in? Black crystal applique on Amazon. I got this piece on Amazon, girl, and it was like, it was real cheap. I think it was under, I think it was under 20 bucks, this piece. And I got it because I wanted to evoke, because the blazer is an archive piece, because you know how I do. The blazer is Dior, Haute Couture, fall 1997 by Jean Galliano, with like a little Mugler skirt. But this, if you know that collection, there was all this wonderful, beading and that Galliano showed with the jackets, if you know that collection. So I wanted to sort of evoke that. So I got this little applique, girl, on Amazon to go with my Dior Haute Couture 97 moment. God, this jacket, look at the construction. I mean, I'm a construction girl, and oh, look at the Mr. Galliano. This is just exquisite. Look at this. Oh, I'm obsessed. Anyway, so yeah. So girl, you can go get your little applique, honey, on Amazon, girl, for like, I don't have a coupon code. I think it was under 20 bucks. If you just put in black crystal applique on Amazon, girl, go feel the Laverne Cox fantasy, girl. And then Laverne's selling herself. I put a safety pin and some elastic, girl, and she's still, yeah. I haven't been live in forever. I'm in LA. As some of you who follow me know, I'm in my LA glam room, and I'm here for like award season, and I just haven't been live, and I am safe. Thank you. Even just that question makes me want to cry. I've been an open wound, honestly, if I'm being honest. An open wound right now with everything that's going on in the world. And I don't want to come on live and cry with you. I want to come on and be strong and be in my resilience. And it's both and, I'm doing my own makeup. I did my own makeup tonight. I'm getting better, right? Like this, it was a little draggy. I went real, I went a little, drag race on it, but I got beat in my face today. I'm getting better. I did my own makeup. And so I'm trying to lean into my resilience. But yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there. Shout out to Hunter Schaefer for sharing her story about her passport. And I think what I was aware of, having read Project 2025, and as I prepared for this administration before it even happened, is that as some of the higher profile trans people, I knew that I wasn't immune to being, targeted, and that they might even want to make an example of us. So leave me alone. I'm grateful to Hunter for sharing her story, because I think that people can relate to her and watched her show, and she's famous, and sometimes when things happen to famous people, it like hits differently. So, but yeah, there's trans folks all over the country right now who are getting their passports back with the wrong gender marker, if they're getting them back at all, some getting them back damaged. It's crazy. It's really, really, really crazy, and scary on so many levels. And what's been really important to me is not being on these apps for too long, not consuming too much news, trying to be aware, but then logging off, watching something silly. I'm watching Gossip Girl. I don't know, there's something so comforting to me about Gossip Girl. I don't know why. Why do makeup? Well, I wanted to do makeup tonight. Live. I saw Hope's live. I live for Hope. I live for Hope, and hope is very, very necessary. Hope Giselle. Why do makeup? I went out tonight. I had an event tonight, and I wanted to do some makeup, so I did some makeup. Yeah, and my skin is okay right now, but it's not in the best shape. The last time I was in LA, honestly the fires did something weird. My skin like had this weird reaction. I have super sensitive skin. Anyway, makeup is fun. So I'm trying to be aware of what's going on, but I also am really trying to lean into my resilience, the things that make me happy, the things that bring me joy. And not, because we can become we can be doom scrolling, and just it can get real dark real fast. And I have finally, I've been aware of Abracadabra. Obviously, it's like so catchy, and like I've heard the whole song, and so I played the whole song, but I feel like such a bad little monster, but I just watched the video for the first time today, and I can't, it's been very busy. I've been promoting Clean Slate. I've been traveling, I've been in 4 cities in the past week. The video, I've been replaying the video. I may even try to learn the choreography. I have not tried to learn choreography from a video in years. I may try to learn the choreo. I even watched an analysis. This one guy was analyzing that little operatic section she has. He was saying it was Little Mermaid, and his analysis for Little Mermaid was, yeah, but I'm like, it's Phantom. She's it's Phantom of the dance floor, sing for me. I'm like, it's Phantom of the opera. Anyway. Look, Gaga. Oh God, I love Lady Gaga. And for the Gaga stands out there, there's a wonderful channel on YouTube called Be Kind, Rewind. And it's looks at the performing authenticity. I think it looks at the Lady Gaga's acting career, but it analyzes her acting career in relationship to music. Yeah, I'm obsessed with Lady Gaga. I have been since the beginning. And Abracadabra is I haven't been. Rain on Me was I had a full moment with Rain on Me, and Sour Candy, I'm still upset that wasn't a single. Rain on Me was a full moment, and if you, no spoilers, but if you're a Gaga fan, you need to watch my new show, Clean Slate. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Little Monsters. Check out my new show, Clean Slate, on Amazon, Prime Video. Rain on Me right? Okay, Alba, right? Alba saw it. Girl, when we got the song, when we got the rights. Anyway, I don't want to give anything away. You gotta watch Clean Slate. I love our show. And I don't want to cry, but I've been really, all the messages and comments that you guys have been sending, saying that you love the show and you want a second season. I don't know. This one's so emotional because it's so personal, because it's so many years in the making. It's the first time I've created a scripted show, and EP'd it and starred in it, and it's like a lot of personal stories. So it's just like, it's like a lot of my heart's like out there in a way that it just hasn't ever been in any scripted project I've done. So it's just like one of my baby with like Norman Lear and with like, you know, Dan and George, and it's so the beautiful reactions that you've been having is just like I'm always grateful when people respond well to the work, but this is just, I'm overwhelmed in a way that like I couldn't have even expected. So I'm really grateful. And I think it's because of the nature of the project. I think it's the nature of the moment. And I posted a speech earlier. If you haven't watched it, I think it's a post that'll be next to this one, where from the speech I gave at Savannah College of Art and Design in Atlanta a few weeks ago. I don't know. I just feel like I mean, I knew this was coming. I knew that they would be targeting us like this, but it's just to be in the midst of like a full like federal government assault on your existence, like the attempt to erase like trans people from any documentation from history, and how that's affecting so many people. I've met in the past like few weeks, I've met parents of trans kids. I've met aunts who have trans nieces and nephews, and they're so grateful for Clean Slate, which I'm so I'm happy that we can in this moment bring some joy, and everyone, I was like, how's your child doing? And they're like, they're not great right now. So I'm hearing a lot of that, and that I'm just a sensitive person, and I love trans people, and I try to love everybody, and to be a kid, and it's hard enough to like figure out who you are, and to like have had the courage to like accept your transness and to find support from your family, and then to have the government just like, were you able to renew my passport? So to have the government just come down on you, and then the way that this governmental attack emboldens people to bully, emboldens people to like be even meaner to you in person. So if you can love on somebody trans in your life, like just love on them, let them know that they're loved and that they're lovable and they're worthy of love. My passport, I updated, luckily, just strangely, I updated it in 2023, and it expires. I need to just not lose it. It expires in 2032, and my state ID also expires in 2032. So yeah, 2032. So I'm good as long as I don't lose my passport in terms of my gender markers. And I think and I said this on CBS Morning, but everybody didn't see it. But I think what's important to note as an elder, I'm 52, almost 53, as an older trans girl who's been around, and who was around before you were able to change your gender markers on your passports. That's only been since 2010, right? So before 2010, you had to have proof of surgery to change your gender marker on your identification, on your passport. And you would get a temporary passport for like a year pending surgery. And I'll never forget being at Callan Lord in New York in the waiting room, and this beautiful woman comes up to me, and she sits down next to me, and she's like, she was freaking out because her temporary passport had expired. She had not had bottom surgery. I don't know if she wanted it and couldn't afford it. She was singing with a guy. This is 20 years ago, so I think it's okay to say she was a singer with a gospel group, and no one in the gospel group knew that she was trans, and she had to travel overseas for a gig that was paying her, so it was a job, and she needed a passport that reflected who she is, and she was freaking out. And that's one story I remember. And then I have different other trans women I spoke to who were strip searched, who were detained at customs when they would travel, when their gender marker would say male, but they would appear female. And just the we need it's such a safety issue when you don't have especially when you're traveling internationally, when your documents don't reflect who you are and they're like not even consistent. So if you have like a driver's license that says female and then a passport that says male, it's like it's dangerous, and you're outing yourself as trans potentially, and the strip searching, the being detained, like being sent back to your, I mean, all the horrible things that were happening and have happened before. And so these are the things that people don't think about or don't know because they haven't experienced it. They haven't, and because, for the past, 15 years, you've been able to get your gender marker changed on your passport, but we're going backwards. So, so much of this is just about safety. It's just about trans people being safe, but obviously if they don't want us to exist, they don't care about our safety. So we have to care, and we have to love on each other and be there for each other. I love that Hunter was like, screw it. This passport and this gender marker does not change who I am. It's not going to stop me from existing. And I think I hope that all the trans people out there who heard her say that are able to take it in, that like a government document does not change who you are. Obviously it makes, your life safer, more congruent. There's so many things about having ID documents that match who you are that are important, but it doesn't change who you are. It doesn't take away your transness. It doesn't take away who you are. It makes you less safe. Absolutely. That's real, but don't let the resilient part of us during these deeply troubling times, we must not let them take away who we are, make us so scared that we forget that trans is beautiful, that we forget that we are anointed and deserve to be here, that we are lovable and that we are loved. People are sharing their stories, and I can't read them all. Then they did not have to change your birth certificate. I took too long to do that recently, and now I was denied. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. So I think like in a state, if you are able to change your birth certificate, that might help. But there's still, if there was ever a record of you being another gender, it's tricky. And there's someone who's been sharing that if you've even changed your name at some point, if you're not trans and and maybe you got married and there was another name listed for you at some point, there could be an issue with you getting ID or passport. So this stuff doesn't just affect trans people, right? It affects everybody. So nicely, the SSA, Social Security Administration, changed my marker when I was young, and luckily it's been like that forever. So there are nice people out there, and there are. There's so many nice people, and I've heard, I was at the event I was at tonight, I was talking to this woman who had dinner last night with these friends of hers who are very conservative here in LA. They voted for Trump, but their daughter brought home a girlfriend who's trans, and they were accepting, and they were lovely, and people aren't a monolith, and people aren't, I think so much of it with trans folks is that they just don't know us. And, we say this in disclosure, and it's important to reiterate that most people don't know someone trans. So most of the information people get about trans folks is from the media, and the media has been a nightmare around like dehumanizing us for several years now. And so it's so much of it's about just getting to know someone trans, and then like that's really been my experience in my 52 years on this planet, like just working with people who, and them getting to know me has really made all the difference. We're not like, these space aliens. We're just human beings who were trying to live lives and, work and be happy like everybody else. So anyway, why bother? Doesn't care about. Grow up royal, why bother? I have no idea what that's about. There may be conversations going on in the chat that I don't know about. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. I just want to come on and send you so much love and send you and again, log off anything that brings you joy or puts a smile on your face right now. Have that ready to go. If it's a new Gaga song, if it's a nice vintage Dior suit, or whatever it is that makes you smile, that brings you joy, have that ready to lean into right now, because we can do both. We can be in the devastation. For me, it's devastating. What's happening, it's catastrophic, and to acknowledge that and the pain and that we're feeling collectively as it's not just LGBTQ plus people, it's just citizens of the world as fellow human beings, seeing all the people getting fired, all the things that are going on that if I list, I'll start crying. That is true, but what's also true is that there are people who love and accept, and there's love inside you, and there's things that you love, and that there's beauty, that there's art, that there's other things are true. So so much of our lives is what we focus on. Energetically, we become what we focus on. So I believe if I focus on what I love and positivity, that's what I bring back to me, that I put out love and I get it back. I really try to put love out in the world, and I get it back. You've been giving it back. I get it back, and I go out in the world and I get it back. And so, that law of attraction, what we put out is already coming back to us. And so, as catastrophic as it is, if you can keep love in your heart, if you can keep a sense of hope in your heart, some joy, that something that brings you joy. A lot of people are saying that our new show, Clean Slate, available on Prime Video right now, is bringing them joy and a laugh. That's there too. I'm not saying we can't be in denial about what's going on. We need to be ready for what's happening, to be there for each other, to be safe. We have to be ready for all the things that are coming down the pike. This is just the beginning, but that's not all there is. There is love, there's resilience. We as a people, and I keep saying this, we as a people, as LGBTQ plus people, as Black people, we have a tradition of, in the face of the most catastrophic circumstances, during Jim Crow, during slavery, we found a way to believe in a power and energy bigger than us. That energy that would give us a song, that would give us a dance, that would give us something to there's a bigger world out there. It's bigger than all of this earthly toil, and that is part of our history and legacy, and that our ancestors and transcestors taught us. And for me, it's so important to live in that right now, to evoke that tradition for myself. I always do, but right now more than ever. And remember that this is not the first time that all the communities that are under attack right now have struggled. It's not the first time, and it could get very much worse before it gets better, but we need not be moved from our humanity, from our beauty, our anointedness, our own humanity. We need not be moved from that because they want to do whatever they want to do. and it's real, and it's material, and it's affecting us, but we're bigger than that, and we're better than that. And then there's a piece of what, for that leader out there, that person out there who's not tied to, you know, some of the jobs that I'm tied to, and, you know, who can tell the truth, who can bring us all together across, and I say all, when I say all of us, I mean working class people. I mean, and I think if you do not own the means of production, i.e. if you are not making money from other people's labor, you're a working person in this country, no matter how much money you make. A lot of the actor strike taught a lot of us that we are workers. Like if we don't own, we're workers. And there's so many more working class people than there are of the billionaires. And if we can find a way, tens of millions of us, to come together across our differences, across like race and sexuality and gender and immigration status and religion and all the things that they use to divide us, and understand that it's about that other 1%. It's not about the less than 1% of trans people. It's about that other 1% that is trying to capture the government, everything, defund everything, and keep every penny for themselves. Where you don't have health care, where you can't afford a house, you can't afford rent, you can't afford, I mean, that is the reality of so many of our lives, no matter what level of privilege we're in. And can we come together around all our differences and understand that it's not the immigrant that is keeping you from your health care. It is not the trans person that is keeping you from being able to afford groceries. It's not a homeless person that is keeping you from being able to afford a home yourself. It is a system that is not designed for working people. It's just not. And we need a revolution to take back, to put the government back in the hands of the people. And this moment feels like an opportunity to do that. If we can, we need the right leadership. There's, bless Chuck Schumer, he's my senator, he's not it. Bless Hakeem, he's not it. They're not it. We need bold leadership. We need people who are not bought and paid for by special interest corporations and billionaires. We need people who are for the people, for this moment. Could be one of you out there listening. Someone mentioned AOC gave a powerful speech. I have not heard it. I need to go and check it out. I love Jasmine Crockett is turning it. There are some elected officials. It might not be an elected official. It might not be someone who's already in office. It may be someone else. I don't know. But the influence of money in our politics, I believe there's a lot of things that need to happen in this country. I believe getting money out of politics should be agenda item number one, because that's why they're not doing anything about inflation, either party. That's why that's why we don't have a higher minimum wage. We haven't raised the federal minimum wage since 2012? It's insane. And it's because both parties are bought and paid for. We need representatives who represent us. So That's the revolution. And that's not going to come, the politicians make too much money. So it's not going to come from them. It's got to come from us. And we have to come together to have representation that actually represents us. And that means getting money out of politics. And I'm thinking it's ballot initiatives. There's some, benevolent billionaire, someone we need ballot. I think if we can get ballot initiatives in each state. I was thinking about this today. If we can get ballot initiatives in each state to maybe Bernie's saying starting with the primaries. I say all of it, but making sure there's no PAC money in primaries is what Bernie's been talking about in Democratic primaries specifically. But I think we should go bigger. Like there shouldn't be any elections should need to be publicly funded. Primaries, if we want to start with primaries, great. But we need money out, and I think our politicians aren't going to do it if we can figure out ways to get a ballot initiative. I'm riffing, and I'm gonna, if I have so much going on, if I can try to connect with some people, and that for me feels like, because nothing else can get done if we don't get money out of politics. It's Idaho politics are awful. Hang in there. I live between LA and New York. I'm very lucky that New York girl. Anyway, girl. Oh, our mayor. Girl. If you Olayemi Lauren, she has many videos. Allure Naughty is her YouTube channel. She has many videos on our illustrious mayor Eric Adams. So you should go to her YouTube page, and she has I think a 4-hour video on Eric Adams. She goes in, and gives you all the tea, and she does it in a very entertaining way. She has all the receipts and the facts, but she's deeply entertaining. I love her. Eric Adams, wow. The problem with some of our most corrupt politicians is that they manage to be rather entertaining. And the entertainment factor is a problem. Eric Adams I find very entertaining in his exploits. Who is that has Eric Adams receipts I need to check out? Oh, Olayemi Oloran. Allure Naughty. O-L-U-R Naughty. Allure Naughty. Allure Naughty. Just put in Allure Naughty. I need to see it to spell it out. Olayemi Oloran. Oh, she's from oh my god. She is from not Barbados. Oh my god, I can't think of she's Caribbean, and she has this beautiful accent. She's an attorney, and she's stunningly beautiful and brilliant and funny. I'm looking up how to just spell it because I can't. It's never good at spelling bees because I need to write it out to spell it properly, and I am not on Wi-Fi on this phone. Abracadabra. This is your hair color. Yes, new hair color by D. Tranny Bear. One of the best colorists in the business. So her channel, Olurinati, Olurinatti. Let me just put it in the Yeah, she gives you all the receipts, and she's hilarious doing Olurinatti. That is correct. On YouTube. Yes, girl. I think she's a national treasure. Olay. She goes by Olay. But Olayemi Oloran is her name, and she is brilliant and hilarious, and she is all up in your canoms. Have any other countries anything about how they will handle U.S. passports, gender markers not matching the individual at the borders? That is a good question. I don't know. I haven't heard or read about how other countries will handle it. I think they're aware. They should be aware that, like, there might be citizens from the United States whose, gender markers might not match their appearance. So hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, I would love to hear from other countries about how they're gonna handle this. Essay representing and love Miss Cox, if you're nasty. Miss Cox, if you're nasty. Yes, this short hair phase, I'm like digging. Today's my birthday, 23 years old. Happy birthday, Ava, and your birthday gift. My rights as a trans woman have been stripped. Honey, it's not the first time we've been criminalized and outlaws in this country. It's not the first time. Happy birthday, and understand that we can survive this. We can't do it alone. We did it with community. We did it with mutual aid. We did it with, like, being there to protect each other. And I need to get off this live. I have a long day tomorrow. I just realized the time. But happy birthday, Ava. We can get through this. We can get through this. There is just lean into the resilience that lives inside you, the things that bring you joy. Be aware. Don't be, let's not catastrophize. Let's stay present. And understand that they just can't take. They can't take. And that's their problem, not ours. And yes, it's, they're making, they're doing everything to make our lives harder, for sure. And there are material realities around that. Yes, I'm not denying any of that. But we can get through this, and we will get through it. So stay alive. Stay alive. There's one person who sees you and loves you. Call them and say, I'm having a rough time today. Or reach out. Sometimes people don't want to reach out. And if you don't have anybody, listen to the sound of my voice. Listen to the sound of my voice and know that you're loved and you're here for a reason and you need to survive this. Listen to the sound of my voice. I'm telling you, you have a right to be here. And there's nothing. If you don't let a government, don't let a bully take away the beautiful, beautiful reason and purpose that you've been placed on this earth. There is more Clean Slate. People have been asking, is there a second season? We have not been greenlit for a second season. If you want a second season, write Amazon, let them know that you want a second season. We don't know yet. I love reading. I've read a lot of people who were, like, anxious for a second season. So thank you for that. I'm just really grateful. So I'm going to try to keep posting and letting you know what's going on with me. I want to post fun stuff and some fashion stuff, and I just danced to Abracadabra. I might post that. This is not a dancing outfit, and I haven't danced on Instagram in a really long time, and I was dancing today, and I haven't been inspired to dance in a really long time, and Abracadabra has me dancing, and that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Clean Slate was so emotional for me, even though it's a comedy. Thank you for your work. Yes, it was emotional for me too. Shooting it, trust me, a lot of stuff from my life up on the screen was intense every day. But I think what I'm so proud of with our show is that, like, it could have been, we could have addressed more issues or whatever, but like we wanted to keep it fun and light and in love. The world is traumatizing enough. We don't need to watch a TV show and be traumatized again. Like, we're living the trauma, so we need a reprieve from that. So with Clean Slate, we wanted to, like, tell the truth. And like there's stuff that's happened in my life that we bring into the show, but there's also people who love their trans family members, who love the trans people in their communities. Those people exist, and those people are Christians, those people are in the South, and we don't see that. We don't see that. And like with Clean Slate, we get to see like Black people in the South who like love and support their trans child and trans neighbor, and that exists too. And even if it doesn't exist in the world that you're in, like, it exists on TV now. We've modeled it. Like sometimes like we want representation that reflects reality, yeah, but sometimes we want representation that like gives us something to aspire to, that gives us like a world that like we maybe want to live in, you know? Yeah, so that's just one of the things we tried to do with Clean Slate. Gabrielle Dennis, love that you never gave up on making the show happen. Thank you, Gabrielle. So I rewatched, one of the things I've been rewatching, Gabrielle, is Luke Cage. The Luke Cage, Daredevil, Jessica Jones not as much, but Luke Cage, Daredevil, Defenders, like that whole, I know Daredevil's coming back, but girl, you were so brilliant in Luke Cage. You were so incredible. You with Alfre. I would love, because Alfre Woodard is just delicious in that show. And the moment, spoiler alert, the moment when you guys are and when she tells you, you know, that like basically she never wanted you, she never loved you, she can't love you. Oh girl, the way you received that was like, it was like, that shit was so real. Like you really, it was brilliant work. And I know I've seen you, but I hadn't watched it, and I know I'd seen Luke Cage, but I didn't connect that was you. Girl, you were fucking brilliant in that show. I love that show. I was really sad when they canceled Luke Cage. I like Luke Cage. I'm you know, I like some interesting things. But you, girl, you should be so proud of that work. That was, and to just to do scenes with Alfre Woodard is just like, what a treat. What a treat. Anyway, thanks for visiting the live, and I'm glad I got to tell you that, because girl, I just, like, you were in, girl, you were like, that was your mama telling, oh girl, that was real. That was like, brilliant. Really, really brilliant. Anyway, I need to go. I have a long day tomorrow. I'm going to be at the NAACP Image Awards, so check me out at the Image Awards tomorrow. Really grateful for that. Yeah. And watch Clean Slate, and and love yourselves and love each other. You have to love yourselves first. You can't love anybody else more than you love yourself. Love yourself first, and you're worth it. And then and love each other. Stay in the love. Okay, girl, I gotta wash my face, and I beat my face tonight. Yes, she's getting better. I didn't do a lash. It's so funny. I wore lashes every day in college. I would just pop a lash on every day in college. But now, like, the stakes are higher with putting on a lash. So I feel like I don't apply lashes the way, when you've had professionals do your makeup, like really good people, the standards go up, So anyway, so I'm not wearing a lash, but I'm happy with the beat. Like, I did a lot. I did a lot today. But yeah, anyway. Looking like Miss LaBelle. Kitty, I had time. Kitty, I hear. Makeup tips. Oh my God, like what? The right foundation to match your skin color, especially for us. But there's so many wonderful foundations out there now. I used Cogento foundation with, I love Hourglass concealer, used this Hourglass concealer. And then I used this powder from MAC. What is this powder? It's like a translucent powder. It's just the setting powder. But then I contoured the F out of my face too with, I used powder to contour. Some people, and I used MAC Studio Finish number 45. Where is that? I need to like, it's here somewhere. This. I use this to contour, like here, and I blend it like I'm contoured for the gods. And then I actually have been using eyeshadow to contour my nose, and blend it in like a brown eyeshadow. So I like use powders to contour. The mascara is Chubby Lash from Chubby Lash, Clinique. I love Chubby Lash. Look at the lashes. Those are my real lashes. Chubby Lash is cute. Deja suggested it. Anastasia for the brows. This is soft brown. I love, when I do my makeup, I love to kind of get in the crease a little bit. And because I'm not the greatest makeup, it's like I blend. So it's not as like, try to blend. The lipstick is this great MAC. It's actually the one, it's in the actual lipstick is in my purse, the color I'm wearing, but it's this Powder Kiss liquid lipstick, and this is the red. It's the red that I use. I love this powder, and it's from MAC. Powder Kiss liquid lipstick. It doesn't transfer. And then I put actually put this MAC eyeshadow on my cheeks for a little. We've been doing so my makeup with Tay and with Deja, and we've been doing like glossy cheeks lately, like a gloss on the cheeks, but I don't have the right product for that. So I did use some shimmer, this shimmer shadow, and then there's some shimmer in this palette. This is actually, it's an old palette, KKW Beauty palette. There's some shimmer shadows in here that I put on the lid to give a little shimmer, and then I put shimmer on the lips over the lipstick. So yeah, I was painting today. I was painting. It's giving a little drag. It's giving like, you know, but it's okay. I'm having fun. I'm managing to be simultaneously in the both hand of like, what the fuck is going on in the world? This is really scary. And I'm having fun with fashion, makeup, promoting my show, when I get to see my friends or talk to friends. So I'm having fun, and I'm just in a lot of gratitude, and I'm humbled that I'm still alive. And it's a miracle. It's a miracle that I get to do what I do, and I want this for everybody, you know, and I understand that the system is not set up for everyone to live the dream that I'm living. I understand that it's systemic, and that we need systemic change, and that even as a Black trans woman from a working class background, I have so much privilege that has allowed me to be here. The privilege of an education, a mom who was a teacher, an arts education as a child. So many privileges, even though I didn't have class privilege or, you know, education is an incredible privilege. It really is. Whitney Houston is a musical gift. Yes, if listening to Whitney sing, which for most of us, yes, Whitney Houston, lean into the joy. Anyway, I talk too much. I gotta go. I love you, and hope you feel that, and I hope you feel love in your life and hope in the face of the catastrophic. And if you don't, go listen to Abracadabra. It'll give you life. Go listen to whatever. I don't know what your tea is. I'm a little monster from day one. Gaga is my shit. She's always has been. Abracadabra. Oh God, that song is like everything. I have some fun things coming out too. Okay, kids. Alrighty. Stay in the love. Have fun. Love each other. Yeah. Love yourself. Happy Black History Month. Yeah. I am, I mean, it's Black History Month all the time for me. You know, I'm like, I am Black History, honey. um, uh, Polly Murray. There's a Polly Murray. If you don't know who Polly Murray is, there's a documentary on Prime Video about Polly Murray. That's go get some Black history and discover who Polly Murray is. Paulie Murray. Yeah. Okay. Bye.